So we don't have a quorum for, well, we have to call the meeting to order first, right? So I'd like to call this meeting to order. Is that's what I read, the Main Library City Council's Chamber Public Art and Design Board. Sorry, still very new to this. We're gonna call to recess and wait a few minutes to get a quorum. bang this thing.
Yeah, you do it.
I'd like to call the Public Art and Design Board back to order. And approval of the minutes. Do we have to make a motion to approve the minutes? I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
You as the chair.
You can't motion, so I'll motion.
I second.
Okay.
All approved.
All approve.
Aye.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
There you go. All right, thank you.
3, citizens to be heard regarding items not on the agenda.
Just some updates. I'm Betsy with the Clearwater Arts Alliance. We're working on a signal box at Country Club Edition, so we're working with the neighborhood there, and that's from funding from this board. It's going to be an artist called Anna Fields, and she's going to take pictures of people's dogs in the neighborhoods and create amalgamation of dog images. So it should be really a sweet image on that signal box. And that one is at MLK and Drew Street. We're also trying to get an update on the Myrtle and Marshall box. So we're waiting to hear from Samantha at Neighborhood Services about that one. And if you haven't seen our new exhibition over here in the library, please take a look at it before you leave today. It's really great. We partnered with the library and the Arts Alliance at the request of the city to put that exhibition on. So take a look, and if you feel like purchasing some local art, it is all available for sale. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. 4, new business. And do I read these off?
You read?
4.1 is the Carlos Pons Coachman Park mural.
So Amber Bryce, Arts and Cultural Affairs Manager. I have my intern Mark here to help me run through the slides because we got a lot of photos and pictures today. So our latest mural that went up in Coachman Park was completed at the beginning of April by Carlos Pons. I think it turned out really well. We're in the process of lining up other artists for the remaining mural walls, and I'll be sending the board more design concepts soon. So we hope to have all of those finished by the end of the year.
Is there any discussion around that, or?
This one I noticed, there was some discussion about the gladiolas and some change. It seems like that was, Carlos had done some work with that.
Yeah, so originally it was oranges, and then we had asked for gladiolas, and that was the design he sent, and that was the design that the board approved.
I think he did a good job actually making the gladiola stand out, because I think that was part of my concern in the beginning was, did it stand out enough? Was it as iconic as the orange was? Right, so I think he did a good job.
Nicely incorporated into the design elements.
Any other discussion? All right, 4.2, the Art Oasis Mural Festival.
So the Art Oasis Mural Festival took place in late March. There was a total of 8 murals that went up in downtown and the East Gateway, 6 of which were placed on local businesses and were funded by the CRA, 2 of which were funded by the city and were put on city buildings. So here are some of the photos of the completed murals, which included the city's municipal services parking garage and the Coachman Park mural we just discussed. I also wanted to share with you all an email I received from one of the participating businesses that took part in the mural festival, because it was just a really, really nice email. So it's from the owner of Clear Track Studios, which had the colorful rainbow mural. And he said, "We want to tell you how incredibly grateful we are to have such a beautiful mural on our wall. For 15 years, I've been in this building and went from being embarrassed about our exterior to so proud to show the world the beauty that is that mural that Cecilia painted. My clients love it, and I hear talk about future music videos being recorded in front of it. My family and I often walk outside and walk around the building just to look at it. My 3-year-old son loves the colors and shouts them out as we walk past. It brings so much joy even to people walking or slowly driving past it. And so I just thought that was a really nice way to show that, you know, it's just paint, but look at how big of an impact it can have on a business. So we had really good feedback. We had really great social media on this. We had 3 different posts. One of the posts got over 300 likes and like 40 shares. So it was one of our better social media posts.
Very good.
So we're really, really proud of the way that went. And we're excited to do our second one next year.
That's awesome. Art really does change everything, doesn't it?
Oh, and just sorry, we're going to be doing a presentation at the CRA meeting next week, June 17th. So we encourage everybody to watch that presentation as well. We'll kind of go over the murals more in detail.
Any other discussion? All right, 4.3, the Visit St. Pete Clearwater Besties Award.
So the City of Clearwater was nominated and won multiple Bestie Awards, which is the Visit St. Pete Clearwater's like Best of Awards. They used to do this every year. They haven't done it in about 5 years. So it was a really great event, and I was able to go and represent our department. And I'm very happy to say that our Dolphin Dreamscape mural in Coachman Park won for Best New Mural. So we're really excited about that. The artist received an award, we received an award, and so hopefully this generates more buzz in the city for art and murals in general.
Is there any discussion on this?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is this being shown right? Is this being shown right now? Okay, can we, okay. Yeah. Take it off. Okay, we're moving on to the next one.
All right, moving on to 4.4 is the Florida 580 water tank mural. Voted on second design, and vote on second design.
So I have some very exciting news. I think maybe some of you have already heard. So we were successful with our National Endowment for the Arts grant application for the 580 water tank project. It wasn't until I started talking to other like admin art professionals that I realized how difficult of a grant this is to receive. So we were the only grant awarded in Pinellas County, and we were only one of two awarded in the Tampa Bay area, with the other one going to the University of South Florida. So this is a really big accomplishment. We're really, really proud, and we're so honored to have received this grant. So now, because we have this grant funding, we can paint both water tanks instead of one. So we're asking the board to officially vote on the second design, one of which is the Silver Kings and the other one is the Mangrove Cruiser. I sent you all an email. It was a 4-2 vote. I didn't hear back from Brian, so, and there's only 4 of you here today, so I guess it's just whichever one you decide to go with. So that's number 2 is the Mangrove Cruiser, and that's the first one that's already been on there. Number 3 is the Silver Kings. So we can kind of flip back and forth if you want to see.
So which one is already approved for the first one?
The first one has already been approved and it's being painted as we speak right now.
Okay.
So this second one will complement that one. So it's either Mangrove Cruiser or Silver Kings.
Well, I think snook are often underrepresented, at least among people who know about fish. But I like the Silver Kings better. There's something about it seems a little more lively, and we've got the 2 fish there, and kind of stands out a little bit more. Maybe there's a little bit more contrast or something.
I agree. I think it's more balanced, particularly since the first one that's currently being painted is many fish. So I think if the other one is just.
Well, that's 2, it's 2. So the first one is 2 as well.
It looks like
There's a couple in the
In the
background.
background, yeah.
Yeah. So, option number 2 just feels a little lonely to me, even though there is one far in the background.
I'm good with number 3 as well, the Silver King.
Me as well. I like number 2, but there's something more dynamic about this one. So,
Yeah, I like
yeah, number 3 is my vote. call a vote for number 3. I would like a motion to vote for number 3.
I so move.
Agreed?
All in favor?
Aye.
And just for clarification, that's the Silver King, right?
Yep, so number 3 is the Silver Kings design.
Thank you. I'll let the artist know today because he wants to start painting it like today or tomorrow.
What's the
So,
proximity?
thank you.
How far apart are these water towers?
They're pretty close together. Even in that second image, you can kind of see the other water tank
Oh,
off to
okay,
the
so
left there.
to the left, okay.
When you're driving by it, it doesn't look too separated.
Okay,
So
cool.
it should kind of lead into the other one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And what's the location again?
It's on 580, so it's a little bit past the mall if you're going east, but it's before Countryside High School. It's right after Enterprise.
Okay.
Not Enterprise, that's the word I'm thinking of. Countryside Boulevard. So you drive past them probably all the time, you just don't pay attention to them.
Right.
So hopefully that'll change.
Do you have any information? I mean, I think that the fact that we got this grant is amazing, wonderful, great, and such a great testament to all the good stuff that the city and your department's been doing. Did you get any information as to why we got that grant?
They don't tell you why you're the one that's selected, but you can see a list of all the other projects that were chosen, so you can kind of see, but they do try to, spread out,
Mix it up.
spread the love, so to speak, and yeah, so Miami got a huge amount of grants. There's only a couple in Jacksonville, a couple in Tallahassee, so they do try to represent all regions of a state, so that probably had something to do with it as well. And visibility, so this is a highly commuted road. It's going to be a public art piece that thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are going to see every day. I think that has a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah. And all those points you just mentioned were probably in their application too, right?
Yes, they
So
were.
that's probably why they got chosen. Moving on to 4.5, shoe design for the Coachman Park Dock Master's office mural.
So as some of you probably know, in previous meetings, we've discussed the Marine and Aviation Department had reached out about painting a mural on the dock master's office, which is also part of the public restrooms. So originally, that was not a location where a mural was slated to be in Coachman Park, but it is a pretty nice wall for a mural. They reached out to us, they want a mural. I think that's great. We love having departments that want art. So these were the two designs that they loved the most. It is the same artist. So we're asking for the board to vote on which design you prefer. So one is more like a fish and a starfish in that image, and then there's another one that's a sea turtle.
I love the fact that the people who are actually occupying that building had something to say about this.
Do we have an image with the starfish on the building? Okay.
So that's the sea turtle one. And then on the inside, if you go to that PDF again, so there's a little, kind of like a lip of a wall that they want painted on the inside as well. And she, if you scroll down, wants to add kind of like a starfish design on the inside with the jellyfish. So that would be the part that's kind of on an awning of the
Okay.
inside of the wall.
Okay.
If you want to see the other design, Mark can go back to the photo. So this one has a little more greens and blues in it. The other one has a little more purples and pinks in it.
I think I like the sea turtle best.
Yeah.
I think it adds that pop of the sun.
And then what's the strip again for this one?
Where's the placement though for that again?
That one's indoors, so.
Oh, it's inside.
That, yeah.
Okay, okay,
The
okay.
little strip will be inside. yeah.
Okay.
Are those separate choices? Do we make which
No,
strip? or-
no,
or
and we
that's
can
what-
ask her to, this pinks will probably be more blues and greens if you go with the turtle, just so that there's more uniformity, but it'll basically be that kind of sea life on the inside.
So either way, there's both options potentially, right? One on the wall, on the outside and one on the inside.
Yeah, the inside wall is, I think, more up for interpretation. Like Like, if
Okay.
you guys are like, we just want seashells, she'll do the inside, but it's a very small wall. This
Okay.
one is way more public.
Okay.
You have to have a key to get into the building.
Okay.
Can we see the other option? I don't know what kind of fish that is. I know quite a few fish. I mean, the one on the right.
Yeah, I think the first one just shows more, it seems more purposeful too.
Okay, do you want to?
Yeah. Is that everyone's preference? Number one?
I say so, let's take it over.
Let's take a vote on either number one or number two.
I think you just have to say like a sea turtle, if you want to vote on the sea turtle.
Okay, so number one is the sea turtle. All for the sea turtle?
Sea turtle.
That's pretty much everybody. So we're going to, all in favor for the sea turtle.
Aye.
Okay.
All right.
Unanimous?
The vote for the sea turtle, number one.
It's unanimous.
It is unanimous.
All right. Sea turtle it is. Thank you.
Number 5, old business items.
Nothing from me.
No old business items. Director's report, number 6.
So we have the Fire Station 46 sculpture, which is the one on the beach, the fire station, set to be delivered at the end of this month. We're hoping to do an unveiling ceremony in early July. I will let the board and the public know the exact date of that once that's planned. And the same for the water tanks. They're a little bit big to do an unveiling, so we'll probably do a ribbon cutting ceremony. And that will probably be in early August. He plans to be done mid-July. He has to come back and clear coat it. So we're planning early August for that. And I will let everybody know the dates of that. Those events will probably take place early morning to avoid the heat. Also, the construction of the Mercado has started again. So that project was put on hold for about a year. This is the green space, the public green space that's going to be in the East Gateway neighborhood up on Cleveland, on the corner of Cleveland and Gulf to Bay. So there will be a public, we can do that on the screen. Just like exit everything. Just take it all. There will be a public art component, which will be a mosaic around the planter beds of the Mercado, and then the building that will be used for storage. So last year, a panel had narrowed it down to about the 3 mosaic artists. So the Public Communications Department is creating a video, which will have a voiceover kind of explaining the artist's design and why they picked the design that they did. But we're trying to still keep it unanimous, or anonymous, anonymous, and just kind of give details. So it's still a blind voting process, and these will be brought to a community meeting, and the local community will get to decide on the art that they want in that space. So we'll let you all know what design ends up getting picked for that. And then lastly, the City Council passed a resolution making the Arts Alliance the official Arts Alliance of the City of Clearwater. So congratulations to Arts Alliance. We're very excited about taking that relationship to the next level, and they've done a great job with their art exhibit in the main library that's on display right now. It's called Inspired by Nature. There's some sculpture pieces, photography, and painting, so we encourage everybody to check that out as well. So, and that's it.
All right.
What, with the city recognizing the Clearwater Arts Alliance as the official arts alliance of the city of Clearwater, and the Clearwater Arts Alliance has been around doing really good things for an awful lot of years, does this new designation just make it easier for us all to work together, or does something mean something additional by this? I mean, obviously, of course it does.
Well, they've been asking for this for a couple of years, so it's,
Okay.
us trying to grant that request for them, but also it's for us to be able to lean on them as a nonprofit for fundraising and for other things. Like, I don't have the capacity or time to put on an exhibit in this building, but we do want an exhibit in this building. So that's a project I can give over to Art Alliance and say, would you guys like to do this? So we're trying to,
Solidifies the partnership.
yes, and just ask them for help on certain public art projects a little more than we would have in the past.
Fantastic.
Cool. Anyone else have anything else to add on that? Any other questions? Board members to be heard. I don't have anything.
Just wanted to mention that I had a message from Clearwater Arts Alliance that the Clearwater Downtown Arts Walk is this Saturday. I assume that's still good, at 10:30 a.m., meeting here at the library. It always seems to be
Says
something.
yes,
It's
yeah.
every third Saturday, it'll be at 10:30 a.m. only over the summer, but in the winter it's 10:30 a.m.
I should come up and say that, Mark. You can sit
Yeah,
down.
if you would
Yeah.
just repeat it that way, it's on record.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we do a public art walk, every third Saturday of the month. Over the summer, it's too hot at 4 p.m. to do it, so we just do the 10:30 a.m. It's a $10 ticket price. You can get them online on our website. And we meet right here at the library by the Centennial Oak sculpture and go kind of around the downtown Cleveland corridor. It's every third Saturday, and you're always welcome to come. If you guys wanted to come, just let me know. We'd be happy to have you.
Thank you. It is 2:32, and if we don't have anything else from anybody, I guess this meeting can be adjourned. Oh, that part's wrong.